Hi, Maria here. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to share with you 5 fragrances that are intoxicatingly delicious. Like I put them on and I'm so in love with myself. It's hard to even stand myself. Like I can't stop sniffing myself. That kind of like just delicious. They're alluring. They're intoxicating. I want to sniff them all the time. You know, I'm hoping people well, I'm not hoping that everybody wants to run and flock and sniff me, but I hope at least my husband likes it. Anyway, it's fragrances that I find addictive. Like they get in your head, they're intoxicating. You can't stop thinking about them. Oh, I've got 5 great ones. So before we get started, if you haven't subscribed, just go ahead and hit that button. Join the Weird Wonderful family. It would be amazing to have you part of the community. And without further ado, let's get into this. The first one that I think is so intoxicating and addictive is Musk Noir Rose by Narciso Rodriguez. Now, I've resisted Narciso Rodriguez because I have Pure Musk for her. It's okay, but it's not my favorite one. So I've smelt a few of the other ones, and to me, they're just nondescript. They're musky, and musk isn't my favorite thing. I take it back. This one, the musk is amazing, and this is just an absolutely gorgeous fragrance. Now, what I found is that this one has been sold out. Like it's so uber popular, and I totally get it. It's so uber sexy, soft, feminine, a little bit sultry, I would say, but not so much that you couldn't wear it during the day, in my opinion. So the main players of this are plum, rose, the musk, and the vanilla. And so what it comes across as is a velvety plum, so that juicy dark fruit. Yeah, just velvety, somehow velvety smelling. So the musk smells velvety to me. There is that powdery quality that comes with musk, but it's just this soft velvet that kind of envelopes the fragrance. It creates a real uber kind of sensual coziness that's just really pretty freaking sexy. So I love this fragrance. I love the sweetness of the plum paired with the rose. It's not in your face, bam, beast mode potent. But that said, it lasts on the skin for a really decent amount of time, at least on me. I think that this is absolutely gorgeous. Honestly, even though I would wear this one during the day because I kind of don't really care, I think that this would make a really sexy date night fragrance where you want something that's soft, feminine, alluring. This one is absolutely stunning, and I can see this one being uber addictive to a guy as well, so love it. Next fragrance that is so intoxicatingly addictive is MODESTO by Afnan. Now, the beauty of this one is that it is so affordable. So I think it's like $30. Now, this smells similar to La Nuit Tresor by Lancome. So if you like that fragrance, this would be a great alternative, but I like this one better. I feel like this has a spiciness and a depth that isn't in the original now. Now, I've heard that it's been reformulated and it's lost some of its smokiness and potency, but this has that. It's got kind of a smoky quality to it that's absolutely gorgeous. This has a lot of different notes, like there's strawberry, I think there's cherry, there's raspberry in here, there's chocolate, there's spices, there's vanilla. I think what I like about this one is that you do get that little bit of spiciness that comes out, but the chocolate just adds a real warmth, a warm sweetness. It's not overpowering at all. The longevity on this one is pretty decent, and it doesn't, smelling it on the cap doesn't do it justice. When you spray it on you, then it's like, oh, like I just want to keep sniffing myself. Seriously, it's so pretty. And yeah, for the price, being it's so affordable, it's such a stellar fragrance. The longevity is moderate, so it doesn't last uber long, but it doesn't last less time than the original, which is like well over $100. So this is a fantastic steal of a deal. Such a great fragrance. If you like that DNA, this is definitely, like, I would recommend this over La Nuit Tresor every time, because I think that this one smells better. And I had my husband smell the two side by side, like he didn't know which one was which, and he picks this one every time. So it's just an excellent quality fragrance if you like that DNA. So kind of that darker, juicy fruit, chocolate, incense, smoky, vanilla vibe that's very date night worthy. This one, you definitely need to check it out. Now the next three, although they're extremely intoxicating, addictive, alluring, they're not as dark as the last two. They're a little bit lighter, but oh my goodness, like they're kind of my obsession. Like I love these ones. So first is La Nuit Tresor Nude. Now this one I would recommend, if I ever found a dupe for it, great. But La Nuit Tresor Nude is such an amazing fragrance. Now this one is perfect for this time of year. This could be a nice date night fragrance. It's sweet, it's a little bit powdery. Get that La Nuit Tresor DNA just kind of paired back. There's bergamot, there's rose, vanilla, and coconut. The rose is a little bit more in the background. It's just a beautiful vanilla coconut, but it's sophisticated and elegant. I absolutely love this one. Like the color of the juice, the color of the bow, like I just imagine someone wearing kind of a blush colored dress, really soft, flowy, maybe even down to the floor. The breeze is catching it. They've got pearls on. So there's like kind of a sexy sophistication going on. This fragrance would be perfect. This is absolutely gorgeous for spring and summer. You can wear it during the day. You can wear it in the night. It's not cloying, even though it's got the vanilla. So this is a beautiful summer vanilla. I would say that this is the best summer vanilla that I've ever smelled. Like it is so, so beautiful. But yeah, there's that beautiful, but it's just mouth-watering and addictive, even though it's uber elegant and classy. So I, like, seriously, all last year could not stop sniffing it. And I'm so excited to be able to pull it back out now. It's gonna be so awesome. Yeah, I am in love with this fragrance. Now, one that caught me off guard, but that has totally taken my heart is a Jardin de Misfa by Une Nuit Nomade. When I first smelt this fragrance, I instantly thought of like Camera by Lattafa or Angel Share or Roses Vanille by Mancera or Intense Cafe by Montal. You know, that kind of tart, fruity rose DNA that is so popular right now. Angel Share being kind of the most potent version. I find Angel Share tart with apple. Camera, a little bit tart with date. So tart and sweet and rosy. So I see that DNA kind of cropping up all over the place. I'm not saying they all smell alike because they absolutely don't. But when I smelled this, I thought, oh, it's kind of like that. Nice, but not necessarily my cup of tea. I can't stop thinking about this fragrance. Like I want to spray it all the time lately since I've started wearing it. At first, I thought it was going to be really potent like the Angel Share or the Camera. And that's not my favorite. Like I don't mind that. It's beautiful, but it's not my favorite. Like somehow it does something squidgy in my head. I don't know what it is, but like that fruity rose, somehow it's too much for me or something. This one is not too much for me. This one is beautiful. So this one is delicate and elegant, kind of like this is delicate and elegant, but in completely different ways. So that delicate, elegant quality is in this somehow, but a completely different scent profile. This is so, so beautiful. And on the skin, it's this luscious, kind of classy, delicate scent trail. I think it's very feminine. I know it's considered unisex. I'm getting way too excited. I know that it's considered unisex, but to me, this has a real feminine quality. It's delicate, it's slightly airy. I just imagine this being kind of the scent out in the middle of the desert and you're in some sort of tent and there's a gauzy curtain and it's kind of billowing as the breeze comes in, and on the breeze is this beautiful kind of rose date lusciousness that's just on the air. It's what the air smells like. That's kind of the vibe I get. It's super relaxing and seriously very addictive. So the more I've worn this, the more I can't stop thinking about it. Like seriously, so nice. So it has cardamom and nutmeg in the opening. I don't get any of that cardamom. I wouldn't even say I get any nutmeg. It has dates and Turkish rose in the heart, and the base is almond and saffron. So what that translates to, because sometimes the notes mean nothing. I definitely get the dates. I get the rose. I get a tartness, almost like a bergamot in the opening. I don't really notice the almond. Maybe the saffron is adding to the sweetness. I don't know. Like, I don't know what this is other than there's a juicy quality, and it's a deep, tart, rich juiciness that I think is coming from the date, paired with kind of a tart rose. It's just beautiful. Like, it's absolutely gorgeous. And what's interesting about it, if you like camera, I'm sure you'd like this. And if you like camera, but like obviously that's going to be too potent in the winter, this would be a more sophisticated, more addictive version for spring and summer. Definitely. Like this is a new love for sure. Now the last intoxicating addictive fragrance, this one is new to my collection as well, and I am more and more obsessed with it. Like seriously, it's so delicious, and that is Coco Vanille by Mancera. I am so happy to have this fragrance, and I'm so happy to have the big bottle. But the crazy thing about it is Mancera fragrances on the whole last so long on the skin. You'll never go through a bottle this big. It's relatively affordable as a niche fragrance. So this has that same like Mancera oily-ish kind of DNA. That's the only word that I can use to describe it. There's some sort of quality to it, very synthetic. So there is that synthetic quality in this as in most Manceras. So some people can't get past that. If I were to smell it on the cap, I'm not sure how much I would love it. But it's when you spray it on the skin, it just is so beautiful and so ridiculously long lasting, and it just keeps morphing for me. So I don't find this to be an overly linear fragrance. In the opening, you have coconut and you have peach. The peach comes across as kind of that a citrus more than anything. So again, like a bergamot, maybe a little more juicy than that. So peach maybe is a great option. Like it just smells, it smells like tropical air. Or at least how I envision the tropical air if it was going through some sort of mango or something. Not that there's mango, but some sort of fruity type aspect. It's so scrumptious. So you get the peach and the coconut, and then you have tiare flower, ylang ylang, and jasmine. I get that ylang ylang, definitely get the tiare. So one person smelt this and went, oh, it smells like an expensive sunscreen. I don't find it smells like an expensive sunscreen. I just smell the tiare, the ylang ylang. I think I get more ylang ylang than tiare in this. I get that coconut, the peachiness or fruity vibe out of this, definitely there. And then the base is woody notes, Madagascar, vanilla, and musk. I definitely get the vanilla. I don't really notice the woodiness at all. I mainly get that that vanilla and maybe a little bit of muskiness just in the version of softness coming in near the end of the wear of the fragrance. But seriously, like I can't stop sniffing this. I want to wear it. I want to wear it all the time, actually. The only problem is that once it's on your skin, it's on your skin for a long, long time. So yeah, love this. Have you tried this? If you've tried this, I'm going to do, I think, a comparison between this and Holidays. I think this is my preference by far, but I haven't smelled Holidays in a while. But as far as that delicious kind of coconutty, juicy fragrance that would be perfect for summer, but probably summer evenings, I can see this one potentially choking someone out. I love this, and I personally think you could wear this all year round and just smell freaking scrumptious. So I'm in love with this. It's uber addictive for me, very intoxicating, just makes you feel relaxed or like you want to have a party. Like, could go either way with this one. Certainly a potent fragrance, but yeah, I'm absolutely in love with it. And I find it really pretty sexy. So if I had to nuzzle into a neck of this, I would not complain. To me, this leans feminine though. So I don't know, does it lean feminine? I would say maybe. Like it leans feminine, but like I think guys could totally wear this. I would love to smell it on my husband because I'd love to just nuzzle in and yeah, it's so good. So anyway, those are my current intoxicating, addictive fragrances. They're all quite sexy. They've got a sexy vibe, but kind of an easy sexy. So sometimes it's like bam in your face, I'm trying to seduce you. I don't find that with any of these. I find that they're just, the scent, the fragrance itself is so addictive that it'd be like you're walking along and all of a sudden someone starts to follow because they're so addicted to your trail. That's kind of what these do. So love them all. What about you? What is your most addictive fragrance lately? Please leave it in the comments. And other than that, I hope you have an amazing week and we'll talk to you soon.